There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Bears first down.
From the gun, here's Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Third down.
To throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
At the 43-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. Forced out to his left. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Love now to pass on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Love from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 29-yard line.
And it's incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run here with Swift. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. These two teams all tied after 1. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Packers 7.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Aaron Jones.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jones. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. McManus's point after is good. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
On 2nd down, Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I can juice them up because I haven't been offensive lineman yet. He likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, Now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
On the return is Sims. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Firing quickly out wide is Love, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
And 9 at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Love. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Packers 35, Bears 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Complete to Davante Adams.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
third down. Love steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike.
on third down. Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I got you, pump. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Come on. Come on, D.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Let's go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Here's Jones. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers continue to roll. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
6-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
9-yard line.
Double dog, that's the way. Mike 5-5, Mike to the grill green. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check Mike.
Now Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
I got you, son. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch twist.
Again, it's Cook. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. From the gun, Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll try and run for him. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Tackled at the 46.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And 3.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Bibbs.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no...
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Swift. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 19. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the slap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The big tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
The play is a turnover on down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
42-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run once more with Edwards. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Again, it's Edwards. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Bears take over.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Eluding the pressure right. Now in desperation. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 37. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the